He's on? Hell yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And right there before we get started was the BTS molds. Here we have the 8-inch mold, and I really believe that this is one of the sleeper molds out there for worms. And during the video we used the 8-inch and we used a 4-inch. They also have a 6-inch hand pour, which some of those 4-inch worms were the ones I did hand pouring. Trying out different techniques, of course, different wacky rigs, different scenarios. And I went fishing a couple weeks back and was struggling to get the hookup on a couple fish. Kept losing them, they kept spitting it off on the 0-inch wacky rig by Zappu. And what I realized is that the diameter of the worm that I was using was too big, so I dropped down to the 4-inch and the 6-inch, and then on this BTS mold it's a little bit thinner profile, which definitely gave me a better hook gap and gap in general to hook up, and it was just lights out. It was a different game changer on there. So here's the 4-inch mold, and previously we showcased was the 8-inch mold, and honestly, complete sleeper mold. If you guys haven't seen or tried this mold, I would highly recommend it. So what we're going to use is the swim bait jerkbait blend. Simple color today, nothing too crazy. Of course, the plastic was from Dead On Plastics. We're going to do a cup of plastisol, and then once we get that warmed up, we'll do our color. The color we're going to be doing is straight, simple color, Scuppernong. It's one of my go-tos now. It's something that I've been going to all the local reservoirs, lakes here, and it's just been killer. So this is by Lureworks, and you got the 202 Scuppernong. Just nothing crazy to it. You can even add like a hint of black to it, and that will help. If you want to get a little bit darker, it doesn't really matter to me. Sometimes I go 1 or 2 drops of black with the Scuppernong, and sometimes I just go with the Scuppernong color itself and leave it just to give it a little bit brighter. This does come out transparent. I usually do about 12 to 24 drops, and I mean there's nothing like it. This thing gets bitten so much. I even used it on a couple crawl baits out at the river and caught so much smallmouth and largemouth on these color, and it was just lights out for it. So yeah, definitely recommend picking up this color. As you can see, very transparent, so I'll add a couple more drops to it, and once we get that dialed in, we'll go ahead and start shooting these. All right, let's give this a shot, see how it turns out. This mold doesn't come with the little clamps or screw clamps similar to like the Angling AI ones you'll see, or Fat Guys Fishing. So you'll just need some clamps to help clamp that down, no biggie. Similar to, I guess you can say, the Epic Bait molds, or I think even Do It molds do it like that as well. But no biggie. So quick simple shoot from the scupper nog. You can see this is a lighter color, and let's give it a check, see how these turned out. Again, I love throwing this mold. I mean, I catch some big fish on this worm mold. You can catch small ones, all sorts, but it's a fun little rig. Cool with the wacky rig. Cool if you're just doing, you know, a Texas rig for your rig, whatever you like to throw out there. And the way the tail looks, I really like the end of the tail. It's pretty nice. And you know, this worm comes out very round, but then to that flat tail. So there you go, scupper nog. Almost looks like a motor oil color without the green and red, of course, into it. But you can see the transparency. This color is so sick. I love this color. And then let's take these out. So this one's a 6 cavity, of course. So you get the 6 different worms that come off of it. There you go. There's your scupper nog. This mold has no problem shooting as well. So like no denting, no air bubbles, none of that stuff. This thing comes out so good. No flashing. It's pretty easy to use. It's got the nice little sack in the center. And again, really awesome. So what I usually do, you know, when you get some leftover plastic, is, which is really cool, is that they make these hand pours. So what I like to do is elevate a little bit with some other molds. And here's the 4-inch BTS Worm Mold. This one I was using on those Zappu inch wacky rig sets, where it has the weight attached to the hook. And this is what I usually do just to kind of get rid of the leftover plastics, is I'll just hand pour worms, anything that I have that I can hand pour. I think I have a couple swim baits. I'm terrible at swim bait hand pouring, but the worms make it easier. I can just make a bunch and give them out to my friends, give them out to family, whoever, even just random people I see fishing. Every once in a while they'll ask me, hey, what are you using to catch fish? And I'll have like tons of these on me. So if you ever see me out there in the wild fishing and you know you need something, just reach out to me, and I can definitely give you some of these, because they're so much fun to use. Real simple. You can use them on a drop shot. You can use them for wacky rigs, Texas rigs, anything really. So you just got to get creative with it. Here is the 8-inch BTS mold. Again, this is the hand pouring one here. This one comes in a 5 cavity, pretty simple. But what I'll do is I'll just show you a couple of the hand pours. Again, I'm terrible at hand pouring, but again, use them. Just get rid of that leftover plastic so I don't have any pucks laying around, because man, at one point I had a whole 5-gallon bucket full of pucks and I didn't know what to do with it. So I just started mixing everything together and just giving away to people. But here you go, the little 4-inch worms. And you can see it gives you a little thinner diameter. Again, if you could pour it a little bit thicker and higher, you can get a little bit more of a thicker body out of it. But these things are awesome to use, and it just helps get rid of some plastic. So if you have leftover plastic, here's another hand pour. I messed up on a couple of them. You can see the little denting got a little bit cold, but they'll still work. I'm not picky on this part, but I definitely have to work and practice on my hand pouring skills. Not very good on that part. And there you go, you can see. Looks similar to the ones that we injected. Just got a flat bottom. That's the only difference. So the fish won't know. They're not picky on that part. So you even want to throw a shaky head, you can use that on a shaky head. Use some floating plastic. But here's the worms, here's the molds. We got a couple different views for you, a couple different angles. And shortly after this video, we can jump to another little bit of out there on the water. I have a couple more fishing parts that, you know, using this worm mold, and you can see we catch some fish on it. But appreciate you all watching. Thank you again, and have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.